Imagine this. You think retirement will finally bring peace, quiet, maybe a hobby or two, but instead, you end up undercover at a college, trying to solve a billionaire-level crime spree. That's exactly where Season 2 of A Man on the Inside drops us. And trust me, it wastes zero time shaking things up. Ted Danson's Charles is back, wiser, funnier, and once again completely unprepared for the chaotic mission Julie sends him on. And the moment he steps foot onto Wheeler College, you can already feel the mystery brewing. This season has new faces, new twists, and yes, a brand new romance that might just be the heart of it all. So let's break down every major cast member and character shaping this wild new chapter. We start with Charles himself, played by the always iconic Ted Danson. After surviving his undercover adventure at Pacific View, Charles thinks he's earned a break. But Julie has other plans. Now he's off to investigate a suspicious set of crimes tied to a billionaire alumnus. What makes Charles so fun to watch this season is the way he balances earnest determination with that slightly bewildered charm Ted Danson perfected decades ago. You root for him instantly. Whether he's trying to decode academic politics, dodge danger, or simply figure out how to work his new phone. Through all of it, Danson brings a warmth that anchors every storyline. And speaking of Julie, Lila Rich Creek Estrada returns with even more confidence and depth. Julie isn't just Charles' boss anymore. This season lets their dynamic grow into something that feels almost familial. She trusts him more, relies on him more, and even lets him into pieces of her life she once guarded. Estrada plays her with such grounded energy that every scene between her and Danson feels like a genuine partnership. Whether she's sending him into danger or teasing him for taking too many notes, Julie remains one of the show's smartest, funniest forces, and this season absolutely showcases her in a bigger way. Now here's where things get charming. Mary Steenburgen joins the cast as Mona Margadoff, a music professor with a calm strength and a spark that immediately catches Charles' attention. The real-life chemistry between Steenburgen and Danson gives Mona and Charles a gentle sweetness that feels completely effortless. Every glance, every conversation carries that familiar comfort of two people who truly know each other. Mona isn't just a love interest. She's a grounding presence in Charles' hectic mission, giving him someone to trust and someone to enjoy life with again. It's a beautiful touch that deepens the emotional tone of Season 2. Meanwhile, Mary Elizabeth Ellis steps back in as Charles' daughter Emily, bringing her signature blend of quick wit and heartfelt sincerity. Emily continues to worry about her dad's safety, especially now that he's diving even deeper into undercover work. But instead of trying to stop him outright, she starts meeting him halfway, recognizing that this new mission gives him purpose. Ellis plays Emily with such authenticity that even the smallest family moments resonate. And with Eugene Cordero returning as Joel, her supportive, slightly awkward husband, their scenes offer some of the warmest humor in the entire season. Then we meet one of Season 2's biggest personalities, Max Greenfield as Berenger, the polished, slightly frantic president of Wheeler College. Greenfield delivers that charismatic, comedic panic he's known for, especially when Berenger hires Charles to secretly figure out who's blackmailing him. Every interaction Berenger has swings between confidence and total chaos, and Greenfield plays that balance perfectly. His scenes crackle with energy, especially as the stakes rise, and he attempts to keep the scandal from ruining a massive donation. The more he tries to maintain control, the funnier and more suspicious he becomes, making him one of this season's bright highlights. And where Berenger brings chaos, Jill Talley's Holly Bojmark brings sharp precision. As the provost of Wheeler College, Holly becomes a crucial ally for Charles. She's observant, clever, and completely unamused by the mess brewing behind the scenes, which somehow makes her even funnier. Talley gives Holly a blend of seriousness and subtle quirk that fits perfectly within the show's tone. Her help becomes indispensable as the investigation expands, weaving her into the story in a natural, memorable way. She's the kind of character who says exactly what everyone else is too polite to say, and that honesty becomes her superpower. Now comes the billionaire, Gary Cole as Brad Vinnick. Cole plays him with a confident swagger, the kind of man who's used to being the center of attention and controversy. His enormous donation to Wheeler is supposed to be a legacy-defining moment, but someone is sabotaging it, dragging him straight into Charles' investigation. And beside him is Lisa Gilroy as Kesley Rose, Brad's much younger wife and an aspiring photographer who adds a layer of unpredictability to the storyline. Together, they bring drama, humor, and tension, especially as their relationship becomes more complicated than it first appears. Season 2 also adds depth to Julie's personal life when Constance Marie arrives as Vanessa, Julie's estranged mother, whose past as a conwoman left lasting emotional scars. Her attempt to reconnect creates some of the season's most vulnerable moments. And right beside her is Jason Mantzoukas as Apollo Lambrakis, her hapless, wildly energetic boyfriend who steals every scene he appears in. Add in David Strathairn as the insightful Dr. Anakin, Cole and Stephanie Beatriz returning as the steady, sharp Dee Dee, and the cast grows into a lively web of personalities who all tug Charles in different directions. Rounding everything out are the Pacific View favorites, Stephen McKinley Henderson as the warm-hearted Calbert, Sally Struthers as the lovable Virginia, and John Getz as Elliot, now proudly reunited with her. Their presence acts like a bridge connecting Charles's past mission to his new one, grounding the story in familiar relationships. And that's what makes Season 2 special. Every returning face and every new character adds meaning, humor, and momentum to Charles' unpredictable journey. With mystery, romance, chaos, and heartfelt moments woven throughout, this season expands the world of A Man on the Inside in the most entertaining way. And honestly, it might be its best chapter yet. As the season unfolds, Charles realizes that every person he meets at Wheeler College has their own secrets, alliances, and motives, turning what should have been a straightforward investigation into a maze of unexpected twists. The deeper he digs, the clearer it becomes that this isn't just about a sabotage donation. It's about power, reputation, and long-buried conflicts that the college desperately wants to keep hidden. And while Charles tries to keep his focus on the mission, Mona's presence begins reshaping his outlook in ways he never anticipated. Together, these emotional and investigative layers create a storyline that feels both intimate and thrilling, giving the audience more reasons to connect with Charles than ever before. By the time all the players collide in the final stretch, the tension is at an all-time high. Every character, from Julie and Vanessa to Berenger and Brad Vinnick, ends up contributing to the truth finally coming to light, some intentionally and others by complete accident. Charles is forced to use every bit of wit and empathy he has to bring the puzzle together, and the payoff is surprisingly heartfelt. The show balances comedy, danger, and genuine vulnerability in a way that makes the ending feel earned, leaving viewers satisfied while still looking forward to what might come next. Season 2 just expands the world of A Man on the Inside. It deepens it, giving every character a meaningful place in Charles's evolving journey.